Right, why don't you say your name and where you're
Rick
from?
Spizak, AveryVoice.com.
And we were just talking about where you live in Florida.
I live in a little town called Stewart, just north of Palm Beach. It's a real conservative Florida backwater. They hadn't even run a Democrat since 1960 there. It's real conservative. When the Obama rep came, a wonderful person, she said, how come everybody's afraid to even admit that they're a Democrat? And I said, I've heard people, business people say, they just automatically, part of the deal is you just register Republican. It's just the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was, I went up there to be operations manager of the TV station, right? The owner of the station, a right-wing bozo to the fifth friggin' degree, you know, a cash Republican, okay? And he goes, we got 2 times Republicans in this town. We got the real Republicans, the red meat Republicans, and we got something called the Rhinos. And I said, what the hell's a Rhino?
Right.
He goes, that's a Republican in name only. For this current election we got going on right now, the Republicans have got together a shock group. Believe it or not, I mean, in 2008, they call themselves the Iron Claw. Now,
that sounds like a bad, like, enemy battle troop from,
like a spoof spy show or something.
Yeah,
You know, like you'd expect it like Get Smart.
Skeletor and the Iron Claw.
Yeah, so I call them the 10 Tentacles, okay?
Okay.
This happens to be the same area where Foley represents, right? The famous Turn Another Page Foley, right?
Yeah.
So every time I see Republicans, it's like, you know, out there, I go, I hope you people pick somebody just as good as Foley. He represented you guys just as well.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Hypocrisy is their middle name.
And it's a friend that says that.
We actually got a Democrat elected. Now, he's a Southern Democrat, you know what I mean? I don't care whether you call him Yellow Dog or Blue Dog or whatever the hell it is.
The person he replaced?
Hey, he didn't turn another page. So
there you go.
He's at least a person he noticed FISA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He noticed habeas corpus. Now, unfortunately, he voted in favor of the FISA amendment, right? And at the town hall meeting, I asked him. I said, "So tell me, Tim. Now, how can you reconcile for us your vote in favor of this FISA amendment with the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution of no unreasonable search and seizure?" And he said, well, obviously, you're from the progressive side of the party. I said, look, party or no party, I'm in favor of the Constitution.
Yeah.
And if you're in favor of the Constitution, it's either in the law and in the Constitution, or you're an outlaw. And I said, now, another thing is, you just did 15 minutes on how terrible the Bush administration is, and I agree with you 100%. But then you concluded your remarks by saying, but if the president wants to invade Iran, we better just go do that, because after all, he's the president. I said, I have a real problem with that.
Yeah.
And I said, that makes me ask you one more question. And my question is this. Do you really think it's America's duty or right to pick and choose what weapons any country on the planet can have? And he said, yeah, I do.
All right.
And I said, well, I think that should be debated.
Well, thank
Rick
you.
Spizak, Stewart, Florida, vote Democrat.
That blog URL one more time.
AveryVoice.com. AVERY voice.com, because every voice has something to tell you.
Thank you so much, Rick.
Pleasure.